As someone who has been a passionate WWE fan for over 12 years, I can confidently say that I have never witnessed such a plethora of legendary moments, matches and comebacks just in the span of the last 365 days. With a boost in ratings, attendance through the roof and many records being set and broken, WWE definitely had a historic year.
Oh my God!
Not to say that 2023 was an absolute perfect year where nothing went wrong, there were also an abundance of questionable moments that really felt bizarre. But still, from storyline perspective to in-ring wrestling to two historic returns, WWE has been unmatched these days.
Enough! Solo!
The year kicked off with the bloodline being at its peak, and nothing can take away Sami Zayn's ultimate betrayal like that moment is arguably the greatest moment of 2023. And you know what? Every single pay-per-view in 2023 was special. Gunther was the true MVP of the men's Royal Rumble match, and the main event was nothing short of a roller coaster ride of emotions. Elimination Chamber also had a legendary men's chamber match with Montez Ford being its biggest star.
And the entire city of Montreal!
In what was the match of the night, Sami Zayn easily had the biggest moment of his career when he challenged Roman Reigns in his hometown of Montreal, Canada. While the in-ring action was similar to what one would expect from a match of this caliber, the storytelling was off the charts.
Do you believe in miracles?
Even though WrestleMania 39 kicked off to a weak start, it eventually secured its place among the top 5 WrestleManias of all time. The main event of the night was the unfolding of a long-term story which saw Sami Zayn finally get his revenge on the bloodline.
Long time coming!
And end the long title reign of Jimmy and Jey Uso. The Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair match and the Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were arguably two of the biggest matches of the entire show.
That was the most incredible fight that I have ever witnessed. That was a fight, all-out brawl.
And the much-awaited clash between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes had everything from start to finish except for the one which mattered the most, a satisfying climax to the story.
Not like this!
To me, Backlash was all about one match.
I'm going to Puerto Rico to kick your ass.
The crowd truly made the entire show so iconic. Puerto Rico truly had one of the best crowd reactions in WWE history, and truly Bad Bunny was the star of the night. At Night of Champions, Seth was crowned as the World Heavyweight Champion, and say what you want about him, he has proven himself and he's now about to get in a bitter, iconic feud with CM Punk. And don't forget the iconic moment when Jimmy Uso shattered Roman's face. It has become awkward to look back on, but for the time being, it was truly legendary. I was just rewatching Money in the Bank and the UK crowd was straight up singing everyone's theme song. Serving as the one true main event of Money in the Bank, the Bloodline Civil War would see as the biggest storyline in recent years. The ending of the match was nothing short of a thriller movie. With Jey pinning Roman Reigns to win the match and giving Roman his first pinfall since 2019. The ending surely drove a lot of fans to tear up, including me, and it is hard to deny that this was a very special moment for the crowd and the Usos, of course. Even though nobody even remembers Payback that fondly, but the opening clash between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus was an all-time classic.
Oh my God, Stratus is some 15 to 20 feet in the air here. Not from up there, superplex!
Following that, the phenomenal match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was at the Judgment Day truly solidified the show.
Owens! Through dominant through the table!
And not to forget Cody dragging Jay's ass to Monday Night Raw. On the other hand, SummerSlam, Fastlane and Crown Jewel were undeniably among the weaker links of this year. SummerSlam, despite having so much potential, just felt off. Gunther vs Drew McIntyre could have been better, but no good match could have saved that disastrous main event. Though I love Roman and Jay, I truly do, something was clearly off with that match. The saving grace of the show was obviously Brock ceremoniously passing the torch to Cody, and this just touched my heart. Fast forward to Fastlane, Jey Uso and Cody's alliance was the last thing I expected, but it was still kinda cute.
We got new tag team champions!
Their victory over the Judgment Day was truly shocking, but what made the night more memorable was the famous press conference.
She been here since both our daddies was here.
As for Crown Jewel, it also had a lot of potential. The opening match between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre was once again phenomenal. However, the ghastly match between John Cena and Solo Sikoa, with John losing in such a heartbreaking fashion, silenced the crowd throughout the entire night. LA Knight vs Roman Reigns was crucial for LA from a wrestling standpoint. However, it had a typical ending with someone from the bloodline interfering and Roman securing the victory. So after a string of somewhat less enjoyable pay-per-views, the 2023 Survivor Series concluded with a massive statement. The hype for this event was through the roof when it was announced that the pay-per-view would be hosted in Chicago, and rumors circulated about CM Punk's potential return. And the same hype held true for Randy Orton, who barely escaped the threat of retirement and made a comeback looking better than ever. Both Randy and Punk had their own moments without overshadowing each other. And yeah, that was 2023. And recently, The Rock has called out Roman Reigns, and the excitement about who Roman will face at WrestleMania is palpable. With the upcoming Elimination Chamber in Australia, WrestleMania 40 promises to be one for the ages.